What up, guys? Here I am in the T44 100, and I have the Boris sound mod. In case you guys just wanted to hear what it sounds like, it's pretty crazy sounding. Like, it boosts the volume a lot, so you have to like lower it. And I'll let you hear what the gun sounds like in a second. It sounds a lot different than stock. He's constantly working on these mods, so it's pretty interesting. The bass is definitely a lot more crazy. Damn. I thought I could get through up there. I guess not. Man, now I'm stuck. There's so much bass going on. Yikes. So what's different about the sound mods, as far as I can tell, is a lot of the snap to the gun is gone, but there's a lot more bass. So it takes some time to get used to, except for especially with guns that don't have bass and they just sound like the T92, for example. It sounds a lot different, and then you almost hear like a ricochet of the shell as it like would exit the tank, even though it doesn't. What the? Floating tank. Okay, I see some tanks down there. I can't hit them now. The AI is trying to get at me. Yeah. Oh God. I don't think that's AI. Although it might be, actually. Damn. Our team's flanking. The Type 60. What the? Seriously. I thought I was protected. Well, let's hear what this piece of junk sounds like. Yeah, Artie's crazy, I know that. Well, this is the same sound, so there's no difference. That's why it's much quieter than the background sounds. I mean, maybe there's a little more bass to it. I don't know. It's hard to say. There definitely needs to be some adjustments. I think I might not use these sounds because it throws off my game. Like, I'm used to hearing certain sounds. So I wonder if I could just use the background noises and keep the keep the original tank sounds that I'm used to. What? Yeah. Yeah, guys. I love the sound, like, overall, but the mix is strange. So this is basically, I'm just gonna make this a review because I did really crappy in that match because, like, there's so much sound going on. I don't know where it's coming from. So one guy seemed to think that it was, like, unfair and, like, overpowered to have this sound mod, but actually I'd have to say it's actually at a disadvantage. I couldn't, there's so much background noise going on with explosions and stuff like war would be, but then at the same time, gameplay wise, I couldn't tell what was going on. I couldn't tell where sounds were coming from. As you saw, like, as I got killed by the Jag Panther, I didn't know he was there. Like, spatially, I'm hearing sounds from just so many places. I don't know if you guys will be able to catch it in the game. But I will upload this simply based on the sound modification because I played 2 games with it and I'm already thinking about, well, I'm definitely thinking about going back because, or deleting some things. Definitely going to keep here, I'll show you guys like what I might do. Let's see, so. Excuse me, guys. So I believe that there's sections, it's not really related to this in-game thing. It's actually out of the game. It's in the folder. I don't know. This is just graphics, I believe. Yeah. But I you know what? I prefer the old Boris' sound mod that doesn't work anymore, but it used to. The volume is just, like, my volume in game is low, but yet everything is pretty dang loud. I mean, imagine if I had it up here. Oh my god, I wouldn't even be able to hear myself think. I turned down the sound effects and it didn't really seem to make much of a difference. The engine sounds are very loud. Like, maybe it's realistic that you know, as you're driving a tank, you hear very loud engine noises, but so I turned that down. It didn't really seem to affect it that much. Like, I didn't hear the Jag Panther moving or anything. I heard my tank still, but gunfire. I might just leave the gun sounds. I don't know. Or I might leave the engines and the gunfire, and that's it. As far as the sound effects, a little too crazy. Not too sure what I'm gonna do about that, but I'm gonna mess around with it. If I find like a happy medium, I'll make another video about it. But as you've seen, like, okay, I got like at the ending there, I died out of nowhere. Like, I hope you guys can like focus on that part where I died, because I'm shooting at planes, and apparently like the sound mod does not affect planes. So if the volume is very loud, but it's not affecting the plane sounds, then I didn't hear any plane come near me. It was just like boom, dead instantly, just out of nowhere. I had no idea a plane was coming. Obviously, I didn't look up. I didn't look around. So I think some of the surround effects also are they're modified in some way that's not gelling with the way that I'm used to hearing things. Like the old sound mod wasn't quite as havoc, as crazy, and it seemed to just affect like, oh, let's just change the MG. We'll change the MG sounds. We'll change the gun sounds to be more realistic. And then there was, I do remember hearing like artillery going on, and it was bassy, but it wasn't like it is now. Like it seems like it's like triple the amount of bass. I don't know. From what you hear in that game, guys, just make your own judgment. If you think it's worth it, go ahead and get it. I find it just too crazy. I don't think I can play with it. Because I'm used to really using my ears to play. And it was crazy. Till next time, guys. Later.